Welcome, Discussions with Dee Parker. Did you survive whatever this was, the snow, if you had snow? I live in Georgia, so the part of Georgia I live in, we didn't, yeah. I feel like I want my money back from the weatherman, but it's all good. At least, because had, it been bad and they didn't prepare us like they should, then we would be complaining. So I'm not complaining. So I was safe. I was sound. What up, Tara? And I'm alive. I survived. What up, Tara? What up, William? Tanel. What up, Harlem? Tan, I'm gonna call you after this. I had to go to that hotel last night, but I'm back. I'll call you after this, though. See what you're doing. All right, let's get into Discussions with DT Parker. Welcome, Twitch. What up, Craig? Welcome, Twitch. Welcome, IG Live, of course. And welcome, YouTube. For all of my YouTube subscribers, make sure if you have not already, well, let me say thank you first for subscribing. Hearts, 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 and love, love, love. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not already done so, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, and share, and all the above and that good stuff. All right. Apologies for not getting those other videos up last week sooner than I should have. But I've been super, super busy. If you can't look what I look like, is real. So, yeah. So they're up on YouTube, so you can check those out again. If you haven't already done so, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, and share. All right, let's get into it. Are you familiar with Daniel Cesar? Well, he says he's only seen monogamous relationships from Caucasians. Says it's too much responsibility to put on a man to be faithful. Let's take a listen to this audio. What up, Black? And this is from the Breakfast Club. The audio comes from, so take a listen.
All the people that I know that are good at monogamy are good at just that sort of nuclear family are white. Mm-hmm. And so I disagree with that. What do you mean? No, all the people I'm talking about personally through my life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so this topic excites me a lot. Okay. And I'm just like, it's so much responsibility to put on one man in a house. What, to be faithful? I'm speaking about for me. Okay. Yeah, I would say to be faithful. I'm 30. He's 30, okay. Mm-hmm. You still got a different type of dick than us. So it's like, sorry, all the people that I, just that sort of nuclear family are white. Mm-hmm.
He's making no sense, but whatever.
I disagree with that. What do you mean? No, all the people I'm talking about personally through my life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so this topic excites me a lot. Okay.
And get to the point.
I'm just like, it's so much responsibility to put on one man in a house. What, to be faithful? I'm speaking about for me. Okay. Yeah, I would say.
Okay, I think I played this part.
You're supposed to go out, provide, deal with all this shit, protect. Yeah. And someone gets to tell you what you can and can't do with your dick as well. You know what I mean? Like, oh, damn. I don't think it's about somebody telling you what you can and can't do when you decide to make
your expression is a vibe.
God, this is the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with and be faithful. You made that commitment.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Tari. Thank you. He sounds stupid. Monogamy is a lot of responsibility. Oh my goodness. Discussions with Dee Parker. Singer Daniel, whatever his name is, Cesar. He does have good music though. Singer Daniel Cesar claimed that nearly all of monogamous relationships he's personally familiar with are white, and went on to question whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally weird for. Believes it is so much responsibility to put on a man to expect him to be faithful, but it's not for a woman, huh? We don't have that same responsibility, huh? Oh my goodness. Oh, men, I love you. I do. why do y'all make like seeming like being faithful is just such a, and we don't, you, Tara said monogamous relationships are, well, that's what he's trying to say. Tara, so, hey, Nick, that is what he is trying to say about this. Tizzo, we're talking about singer Daniel Cesar saying that monogamous relationships are for Caucasians. Basically said it's too much responsibility put on a man to be faithful. Take a listen to what he had to say because we got some new folks. Welcome to Discussions.
Oh my God! And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Girl,
so it's like you're faithful to that man now.
Now, yes.
But there was a time you're supposed to provide. You're supposed to go out and deal with all the shit in the world that you're protecting your family from, your girls. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to, like, all the people that I know that are good at monogamy are good at just that sort of nuclear family are white.
Hey, babe.
And so I
disagree with that.
What do you mean? No, all the people I'm talking about personally through my life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so this topic excites me a lot.
Okay.
And I'm just like, it's so much responsibility to put on one man in a house.
What, to be faithful?
Like, well, I'm speaking about for me. Okay. Yeah, I would say to be faithful. I'm 30.
You're 30, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you still got a different type of dick than us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like you're faithful to that man now.
Now, yes.
But there was a time you're supposed to provide. You're supposed to go out and deal with all the shit in the world that you're protecting your family from, your girls. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to, like, you're supposed to go out, provide, deal with all this shit, protect.
Yeah.
And someone gets to tell you what you can and can't do with your dick as well. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, damn. I don't think it's about somebody telling you.
All right, so I got some new folks. I just played back this Daniel Cesar thing. I'll play it back in a second, but basically, singer Daniel Cesar claimed that nearly all of the monogamous relationships he's personally familiar with are white, and went on to question whether the nuclear family is something humans are naturally weird for. Believes that it is so much responsibility put on a man and expecting him to be faithful. Men, lay y'all. The same responsibility it is for you, the women carry it as well. So, I mean, there's really no excuses. Right, Harlem. Harlem Knight said, girl, where do these men come from? Tara said, white men suck equally. Then he's not a man. He's a player. Hey, babe. Tara said, don't get married. Don't be in a relationship, idiot. Tex said, our conversation seemed like an ongoing bunch of irresponsibility, and it's running rapidly through our community in multiple countries. Hey, OC baby, but where do you think he got this from? He learned this from somewhere, because this didn't just come out of the sky. But I don't know, and I'm not trying to say if Daniel Cesar comes from a two-parent household or not, because I don't know this man's background. So maybe he doesn't, and maybe that's why he said he's seen Caucasian couples, they're monogamous in their relationships. Trust me, I watch a lot of Investigation Discovery, baby. Them men be horn. They be horn on, baby, they be cheap with the secretary, anybody, okay? So don't believe the hype. That's not the truth. But for new folks joining Discussion with Dee Dee Parker, we're talking about Daniel Cesar. The singer claimed that nearly all of the monogamous relationships he's personally familiar with are white. And he went on to question whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally weird for. Believes that it is no such responsibility to put on a man to expect him to be faithful. It's too much responsibility. Mr. Awesome said, stay away from those relationships. Dear Mr. Awesome, them toxic. He said that on Twitch. Thank you, Mr. Awesome. Harlem Knight said, right, Tara. Tex said he got it from his feelings. Stop making it deeper than it is. But I gotta think it maybe stems from past trauma, because where did he learn this behavior from if he didn't see it? Let me not say that, because everybody is not created equally. Right. I don't think if he maybe didn't witness something, somebody didn't say something, he wouldn't have these feelings. But not trying to make it deeper, but I'm just saying. Tara said monogamy and cheating is not defined by race or gender. Say that again, Tara, baby. Again. Again. Okay? And Tara, she know. So, it's just a shame that, that our men think like this. And when I say our men, I mean men in general. Because the fact that this young man believes that is such a huge responsibility. But I feel like if maybe he was not in that spotlight and maybe didn't have the line. Well, I mean, he's Daniel Cesar. I mean, I know who he is, but maybe if he wasn't having pum pum is basically what I'm trying to say. Maybe if he wasn't having pum pum thrown at him, then maybe it would be different. But the fact that, he kind of got some motion, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure the females or whoever, because you can never be too careful, is throwing it. So he like, what I need to be faithful for when it's too easy. It's too easy. So I get that part. Sheb said, hey family. Hey Sheb, we are talking about singer Daniel Cesar, claiming that nearly all of the monogamous relationships he's personally familiar with are white, and went on to question whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally weird for. Believes that it is so much responsibility to put on a man to expect him to be faithful. Oh, woe to me. Hey, mama. Harlem Knight said, hold on. Tara said, maybe his mom and dad was a hoe. It's a learned behavior. Yeah, because, I just don't feel like, unless his little heart and ego was broken, like my Cassinet, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, Harlem Knight said it seems like something he had a need for, not something that is reality, that YT people are the only ones that can be monogamous. They should have ended the interview when he brought up race. Chef said, wow. They should have, but they didn't. But I want, for the new folks that just hopped on here, I want y'all to take a listen to what this man sounds like and what the hell he talking about, because it wasn't making no sense.
Just that sort of nuclear family or white, Mm-hmm. And so I
disagree with that.
What do you mean? No, all the people I'm talking about personally through my life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so this topic excites me a lot. Okay. And I'm just like, it's so much responsibility to put on one man in a house.
What, to be faithful?
I'm speaking about for me. Okay. Yeah, I would say to be faithful. I'm 30.
You're 30, okay. Mm-hmm. And you still got a different type of dick than us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like you're faithful to that man now.
Yes.
But there was a time you're supposed to provide. You're supposed to go out and deal with all this shit in the world that you're protecting your family from, your girls. Mm-hmm. You're supposed You're supposed to go out.
Okay, sir.
Provide.
Protect.
Deal with all this shit. Mm-hmm. Protect.
Yeah.
And someone gets to tell you what you can and can't do with your dick as well. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think it's about somebody telling you what you can and can't do. When you, decide to make vows with a woman and you tell God, this is the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with and be faithful. You made that commitment.
Anyway, so for my new folks, welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. We are chatting about singer Daniel Cesar. He claimed that nearly all of the monogamous relationships he's personally familiar with are Caucasian couples, and went on to question whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally wired for. Believes that it is so much responsibility to put on a man to expect him to be faithful. Wah, 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 wah. That's what that sounds like to me. Tara said he is so ignorant. Good luck, pal. You know what he looked like? He looks like one of them that didn't probably get no play when he was in high school. Now he got a little bit of motion. Girls is checking for him. And now smelling himself. So now he don't believe in monogamous relationships. Or it could be, maybe he didn't just grow up in a household where he saw a monogamous relationship. And maybe that's why he doesn't agree. Maybe he, saw his other friends, who might have been of another race or gender, and their relationships worked out. I don't know. I'm not this man, so I can't speak for this man. Mama said, so is he black? He is. He is black. Yes, he is. He is black. I just do think that is I'm with Tara. I just think that's a very strong statement for someone to say, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I watch a lot of Investigation Discovery, one of my favorite channels, baby. And not that I be plotting. Love you, baby, because I don't be plotting, you know what I'm saying? I just like to watch it. But, and baby, you should see how some of them be cheating. You know what I'm saying? Tex said the young man is trying to navigate his feelings. Gotta stop crucifying young men when they are trying to figure it out. He's only 30. Well, now, we got to hold people accountable. Ain't that what this year is called? Well, for me anyway. Holding people's feet to the fire. Accountability. But, he's 30. And 30, 30's young, but 30, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, Tech. Harlem Knight said, when I hear men talk like this, I wonder how he would feel for his woman to not be monogamous. He probably wouldn't like it. Tara said, if you want to be promiscuous, don't be in a relationship. Tech said, give him grace. Tech, I'm just saying, it seems like, he might have been one of them kids. But, to each his own. Mama said they don't get in a relationship. They don't get in a relationship. Stay single. That simple. And Tara said, right, Mama. I think he was just speaking. I think for what he's saying for him, what he witnessed. I want to run this back because, I don't like speaking for folks. I like folks to speak and say their own piece. But I want to run this back because, sometimes we catch stuff a little bit afterwards. Discussions with Dee Parker. YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow if you are watching right now. Appreciate you. Here we go.
And so I
disagree with that.
What do you mean? No, all the people I'm talking about personally through my life.
Mm-hmm. My nose. Oof.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so this topic excites me a lot. Okay. And
okay, sir. I see you. Hold on. I'm coming to you.
It's so much responsibility to put on one man in a house.
What, to be faithful?
I'm speaking about for me. Okay. Yeah, I would say to be faithful. I'm 30.
You're 30, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you still got a different type of dick than us.
My God. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like you're faithful to that man now.
Now. Yes.
But there was a time you're supposed to provide. You're supposed to go out and deal with all the shit in the world that you're protecting your family from, your girls. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to, like, all the people
protect.
Deal with all this shit, protect.
Yeah.
And someone has...
See, okay, I'm going to stop it right here because this is the problem that I have. And this is not with all of you. This is with some of y'all. You pound your chest, y'all want to be the leaders. And then you say stuff like this. It's my responsibility. If you don't like what God assigned you, you need to take that up with God. Okay? Because he's the one that said it in the book. You're supposed to provide, protect, all these things. Y'all pound your chest, and then when it's time for you to do it, it's a problem. I'm just saying, I feel like that's what he's saying. We got to do all these, but that's what, okay. Sir said he was over the top, but there was some substance in what he was saying. Okay, sir. What do you feel like was the substance? What do you feel like was the substance? Just curious. And Mama said he sounds like F.A. You know what, Mama? Don't you start. Don't you start. F.A.'s not on here to defend himself. But do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all be crying and screaming and kicking that y'all want to be leaders, and then you complain about leading. Not all of you. Some of you. Mama said, I was wondering if a woman if I wonder if a woman was saying what he was saying, how now, mama, if I got up on here today and FA came up on here today and I said, oh, this woman don't believe in monogamous relationships and blah, blah, blah. Oh, she's, well, you know how that would have went. And blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? Tara said, down with, right. Down with FA not here to defend himself. Hey, Niles. So, if he hops on, cool. He's in DC, so I'm pretty sure he got a bunch of snow. Again, I'm over here in good old Georgia, okay, and it was where I'm at is light, because I ain't gonna disrespect for the folks that did get hit with whatever they got hit with. I just thank God it wasn't Dee Dee, so praise him in advance. Anyway, so folks that are just joining discussions with Dee Dee Parker, he's now with Dee Dee Parker. Singer Daniel Cesar claimed that nearly all of the monogamous relationships he's personally familiar with are Caucasian, and went on to question whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally wired for. Believes there is no such responsibility. Believes it's so much responsibility to put on a man to expect him to be faithful. Right. Tara said now he's FA. Sir said sadly over 80% of relationships over 5 admits to having infidelities. So relationships over 5+ years, the folks admit to having infidelities. Again, but I don't think, Healing Hurt Ministries, I don't think that's just a race thing. So I think that's what I'm trying to explain. Hey, Adams, I believe that expands out to, everyone, because I watch, again, a lot of Investigation Discovery, child. Sir said, yes. I watch a lot of Investigation Discovery, and they do just as much cheating, and baby, they be cheating with the whole secretary, getting ready to lead a wife and everything, and the kids behind for the new girlfriend. Don't let it be better than the wife. Don't let her look better than the wife. Oh, don't let her be 10 years, baby. Okay, I watch Investigation Discovery. I done seen some of them plot. Okay, hire the hitman to murder they significant other. Sir said, not all that across the board. I'm just saying, they do it. We got it. We can't act like they do it as well. So, and I don't know. I know their stats. I don't have my stat folks on here like clean 1985 who will be like, oh, well, according to reports, 85% of black marriages I don't have those statistics, so I cannot confirm nor deny, what he is saying to be true. Or FA, because FA probably, he has a point, because if you look at the stats or the statistics or you do the research would say, Caucasian marriages, I don't know. I could look it up to see, and maybe I will. All people are the same. Yes, sir. All people are the same. All people are created the same. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to this, there's no black, white, yellow, purple. Everybody the same. They gonna cheat. Mama said white men cheat. They just not as messy. And Sir said facts. I guess that's the difference. Is that what the difference is? No, Mama, because some of them can be messy. Now I want to check the stats and see like what the stats are between to see maybe if he has a point, because Tay said we need to give him some grace. So, and then maybe, Tay, but then I didn't see you. Let me invite you back in, and then I'll get you too. I'm trying to look up this research. Tizza,
What it do?
you said get this boy some grace. Hey,
Get
Healing
a
Hurt.
man some grace. He young. He
Hey.
30 years old. Like, I get holding our people accountable. I swear to God, I get it. You know me. I will never, ever in life be the dude talking about not holding somebody accountable. But at
Mm-hmm.
30 years old, that young man is trying to figure it out. I mean, like, he's already making the simplest mistakes in the world. Like, he had a concert in the middle of Piedmont Park, but didn't get no licenses for it. And then get mad
I
about
saw
why they shut him
that.
down.
Yeah.
Usually, when you make those kind of mistakes, you're somebody that's trying to figure it out. That's why I said you got to take that with a grain of salt. He talking, he in his feelings, he trying to figure those out. And that tends to happen a lot, not just with young black men, but with our people in general. We
Okay.
are some of the most emotional fucking monsters on earth. And
Mm.
sometimes we can be some monsters. So don't act like I said something real messed up.
No, no, no.
Sometimes we can be that. Like
I,
young men especially. I got a nephew that's just like him. He be trying to figure everything out. And I'd be like, damn, boy, the answer is stuck to your forehead, stupid. Like, damn, how do you not see it? But a lot of times they can't, they haven't figured out how to manage those emotions so that they can navigate their way through those types of things. And I get it. Cheating is so hypersensitive in our community. So of course, that get people antlers going as soon as you hear it. He
yeah.
this nigga said what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
he
Wait.
30.
Sir
He
said
30 with a lot of fame. He 30 with a lot of fame. He ain't got
yes.
shit figured
But
out.
that's what I was trying to explain. Sir said amen. He said, well said. Harlem Night said, but we are trying to out off the mic, figure it out first. Sir said, shit, I was just like him. Um, that's what I mean, I get he's only 30. I get that part. But you have to be, you have to be so careful, especially when it comes to our folks, what you say, because why would we want to continue that narrative that black people don't get married?
I didn't even hear
Hold
what's
on,
the topic, girl?
I
Play
got
it
you.
back for her.
What I
Play it back
walk
for her.
I got
into?
So I wanted to give a stat before I play back for you, Healing Hurt. Roughly 52 to 54% of white adults are married, compared to 31% to 35% of black adults. So the topic today, we are talking about singer Daniel Caesar. Hold on, let me get back to it. I got a lot of stuff on my computer, and that's all.
You should put a picture up. Damn, that boy ugly.
Who? Oh, I can show you him. Hold on, and then y'all really gonna flip. Hold on. Here we go.
See, I'd have started something.
So, Healing Hurt, Daniel Caesar says he's only seen monogamous relationships from Caucasians. Says it's so much responsibility to put on a man to be faithful. So let me read exactly everything that he said. He said, the singer claimed that nearly all of the monogamous relationships he's personally familiar with are Caucasian couples, and went on to question whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally wired for. Believes it is so much responsibility. Let me turn this around so you can see my facial expression. It is so much responsibility to put on a man to expect him to be faithful. But it ain't for women. Okay, then.
You should make his picture your avatar. Just
Okay. So here we are. Healing Hearts. Can't hear you, boo.
I like Daniel Caesar. I wait for my slumber, but
I like his music
I'm
too.
gonna be
Now address
honest
his
with you.
looks.
He could look like Usam Gruesome. It's because of his platform. So a lot of those celebrities, they can look like anything. It's the facade of they're famous. That's where they get the pressure of. So if we were to just really take this for what it really is, it's temptation on his part, because he has to then decide, are these people who really are for me, or just for me because of who I am at this moment on this platform? And so they get hit with a lot of everything, and that's pressure.
Yeah.
But whoever is with these kind of men, they have to understand that it's like being a first lady at a church. You got to understand that's pressure, because so many people try to do the thing, I want to say, test the waters.
Yeah.
So basically, you just have to be mature in it to know, what I have at home, is it worth risking it all for this one night of pleasure, of lust, or whatever? No, exactly. And so the maturity is, I don't want to lose what I have at home. So it may look good to the surface, but it would never be worth all of it. And usually with Caucasian people, when they Because from what I know, from being around people like them, theirs is structured on business only, not love. And it's only because that's just how they were raised. It's everything is business minded. And even in their relationships, if you notice how their divorce is, they already know what they want. I want this, and that, and they keep it pushing. So with us, we're more passionate because we know what family structure looks like. If we really put it to the truth, our people were the blueprint of morals, and people were looking at us like, oh, they got a family, so they hated on our families. And so they did everything to divide it, because once you take this gentleman out of the equation, you got too feminine in there. You see what I'm saying? So you got to have masculine in with the feminine because it's the balance. And when you don't have the balance, whatever overflows in it is what you're going to get. So that's why I tell people, you can't take everything for a boat. It has to be itemized, each isolated incident. At least he's being honest in it. This the same young man that goes around and just does free concerts at the park. So in this industry, that's why I didn't want to be in it. To be honest with you, Didi, I didn't want to be in it because I know what comes with this crap. It's a lot of BS. People want to come test the waters, and you just it's just not a. Is it worth your sanity? Is it worth your family? Is any of this worth any of that? So that's a big pill to swallow for that young man. But for his transparency and for him to be vulnerable to his fans to show, hey, I'm human too, I got to respect that. But I'm not going to tear him down in it. I'm not. I'm never going to tear a man down in any vulnerability, because that's a big step for a man to even be able to vocally speak his feelings, because men usually get laughed at or clowned for, they get clowned for having feelings. They can't do anything. They get tagged for everything if they do something that doesn't look masculine. And that's just not fair. So with men, that's a whole 100% pressure all the way around, because we as women, where do we step in and say, this young man's married, let me just listen to his music and not try to go in his bedroom, You just have to be able to respect it. If you respect that man, you respect them. And that's what it is. We all have to respect one another. If I don't look at married men in a lustful way at all, ever.
Guys, you should.
That's the truth.
Right, you shouldn't. Hold on, Healing Her, because we got some new folks. Welcome to Discussions with Didi Parker. I saw you clean. You'll probably like this one today. Daniel Cesar claimed that nearly all of the monogamous relationships he's personally familiar with are with Caucasian couples. Went on to question whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally wired for, and believes it is so much responsibility to put on a man to expect him to be faithful. Mama said, you still got cheating old men. Well, Sir said, and we also to consider we also have to consider what he's been taught. Mama said, young girls don't think he's ugly. Harlem Knight said he looks like a chia pet. Not chia. Yeah. Harlem Knight said, I have so many YT women sit in my chair and say they are staying in a marriage because they don't want to be financially independent. YT men cheat like any other race. Absolutely. Healing Her, I want to play this audio so you can hear it from the horse's mouth, because I always like folks to hear it from the horse's mouth. Here we go.
People that I know that are good at monogamy are good
and
at
this is from the Breakfast Club.
Just that's for nuclear family or white. And so I disagree with that. What do you? No, well, all the people I'm talking about personally through my life. You know what I mean? And sorry, I'm thinking a lot. Okay. And I'm just like, it's so much responsibility to put on one man in a house. What, to be faithful? Well, I'm speaking about for me. Okay. Yeah, I would say to be faithful. I'm 30. 30, okay. Yeah, you still got a different type of dick than us. Oh my God. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like you're faithful to that man now. Yeah. Yes. But there was a time you're supposed to provide. You're supposed to go out and deal with all the shit in the world that you're protecting your family from, your girls. You're supposed to, like, all the people that you're supposed to go provide deal with all this shit, protect. Yeah. And someone has gets to tell you what you can and can't do with your dick as well. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think it's about somebody telling you what you can and can't do when you decide to make vows.
So I want to stop this here, Healing Hurt, because I brought this up before, and I don't have no issue with him saying what he's saying. I think my issue is because not a lot, some of these men go around pounding their chests, talking about they want to be leaders, and then they say something like this, and I'm like, well, how do you want to lead, but you really don't, because it sounds like you're complaining about these things.
But we complain too. So everyone complains about being their person. So men are complaining about being men now. Women are complaining about being women. But then when men dress up as women, we complaining about them. So everybody's complaining instead of being grateful for who they are. To me, I wouldn't look at it as pressure. I would look at it as an honor to be able to say, this is my family. I'm the man and I got my children looking up to me. This is what I want a blueprint to look like, because a lot of us didn't get the blessing of seeing a man in a house to see how a father provides, how a husband looks. So now we have to be the blueprint in that. If you're a man, you have to look like that. If you're a woman, you have to look like that. So I was taught, if it didn't happen for you, be the beginning of what you want to see in it. So is it really so hard to want to just be with one person?
The way he makes it seem, he said
For a lot of people, it is. For a lot of people, it is because they just don't know that life. They usually have had some horrible family member or somebody that they looked up to who told them that being with one person was not the spot to be in. And I can attest to that because I've definitely had plenty of family members who always told me stuff like that. I definitely find out later in life that that is not the way you want to roll. Literally, people pass down awful information. Like I always say that, even to like my parents or father figures that I've had in my life. I always tell them that I have been the beneficiary of so much bad information that for a long time it almost made me hate y'all. Now I
And I
am.
understand, because I was the opposite of that. I didn't like men because they kept hurting me. So I was like, clearly something wrong with them, until I heard their stories. And all of their story was the same foundation, and it stemmed from two things: their relationship with their mother and the absent relationship of the father.
Yeah.
And I'm a natural nurturer. So those kind of men love the Momo, but they dogged the Momo in that same way. It was almost like they saw what they missed as a child in me, because they would always look at how I treated my son and then how I treated them. So it was like they loved that part of me, but the sickness in them of the void that they wish they had from childhood, it followed them up into their manhood, and they took it out on me. And I was like, that's a psychological thing of abuse. I study child development so I can see a child in anybody, whether it's female or male. And so when I see the insecurity in somebody or the immaturity in somebody, it's the fear in them. Whatever
Mhm.
they're scared of, they don't want to face it straight up. I'm brave, always been brave, but I always wasn't brave when it came to men, because I would give them 100%. And it seemed like the more I gave them 100, they would give me 0. And I'm like, what did I do wrong in this besides love? Till I'm learning that they say men don't want love, they want respect. I'm like, what is respect? They want me to look up to them in high regime. I was like,
Mhm.
I only know one person to do that to, and that's my Father in heaven. So men, I look up them like men, but I don't put them on a pedestal to say I'm going to look up to them like that, where I'm groveling at their feet, because the minute they do something wrong, that's where I will tear them to shreds. So I think the reverse now with me, it was like they were doing me the same way I was doing them. The minute I did something wrong, everything turned to, she's the devil. I'm like, wait, I made a mistake.
Wait a minute.
So
You're right.
because they saw me as a savior, a safe haven of something unfamiliar, it was like, oh my gosh, where did she come from? Until they saw a human in me, oh, she's just like the rest. No, we're all learning.
Yeah.
And so when I would teach men, we all have been hurt at some point, not just men, not just women. We all have. And so we have to learn to not treat that person like the other people did me. And that's how I learned, to learn it with no expectations, but to embrace all that is new in this beginning of it.
Ooh.
That last point you just made, our community, most of our community does not understand that. Like, I feel like, especially in our community, people would rather be petty
But
and
can I
give the
tell you where
same
we learned that
energy.
from? Who
Oh,
did we learn those petty behaviors from?
Black mothers.
Okay.
Mm.
So
Hell
now that we
yeah.
can agree, our job is to not be like that, because that's a bad behavior that I would never want.
Mm.
I don't want to be the reason why men hate women.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Good
So
point.
all I did was reverse the curse. I know what I did in it. So how dare I blame him for it? Just because he looks like somebody that hurt me. That's not fair to him.
Good point.
But they can't do it to us either. So we both have to stop doing that thing that we do, which is assuming they're going to hurt me like the last one did. And just embrace that this ain't like the last one. Because if you see that it feels like the last one, it's us picking up the same kind of habits. So like I told y'all, I'm a natural nurturer. They know how to find me, because I'm going to love everybody.
Yeah, you
Girl. But once I see a narcissistic behavior or manipulative behavior, I'm very strong-minded. I tell men all the time, I know how to play those games, but why would I want to? You don't win nowhere in those manipulation games.
Man.
You don't.
Hold on, let me run this back for the new folks. Welcome to Discussions with DT Parker. I got Tech Healing Hurt on here in the combo today. We're talking about singer Daniel Cesar. He claimed that nearly all of the monogamous relationships he's personally familiar with are white couples. When on a question whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally wired for, believes it is so much responsibility to put on a man to expect him to be faithful. Now, I need to know if y'all agree or disagree with what he's saying. Clean said, what up, Didi? I see you have the angel on here again. She is the best. Yes, Healing Her is the best. But he said, but the nuclear family is gone. Huge killers of the nuclear family, the feminist movement and technology. Nuclear families are gone. God is not in most households anymore. And Mama said, the guy told me an OG told him, have multiple women, but never tell them you love them. Let them say it, but don't say it back. And Mama said, I agree with her.
Bad behavior taught. That's all. We growing up in the hood, gangbang attire. We were just trying to find the leader of all of us to say who's strong enough to lead us. But once you figure out you in it, you take the lead and begin to lead in it. I knew what it was growing up in LA. I saw what it was. So I knew the roots of why we started, and it was about family structure. An enemy came in and made it seem like we weren't about family structure. And it's like with anything. So like Mama said, there was a man who told him to have multiple women, but that's a cop out in itself, because it sounded like a man was hurt. So don't let them hurt me. So it's just, if we all listen to what we say, it sounds like emotionals. Mm-hmm. Everything's emotional. So to learn how to control that, ask yourself, why did it get me that angry? Because if everything gets you that angry, that means you're very emotional. But if the good things make you happy and the sad things make you sad, that should be controllable. But we have emotions that go all over because no one helped us control it in the first place. Boys learn to laugh everything off because they made it a joke. Everything was a joke growing up. We understand that. That's a nervous tick, because if y'all did anything wrong, they laughed at you. So you learned to make the laugh first. So it just make that. Why y'all think comedians exist? Yeah. Kevin Hart said, laugh at my pain. He said, F it, just laugh at me. Because seriously, we all have something that we've been through. No one has not. But our job is to not make Dee Dee go through what I went through just because I went through it. My job is to make sure Dee Dee never got to go through what I went through.
Amen.
And that's how it works. I can't do to you what somebody did to me because that's where that hurt people. So like we talked it up. Generations before, mamas, grandmas, aunties, whoever was on that phone gossiping, they didn't know the kids could hear all of the 411.
Yeah.
So they don't realize they set us up in how we handle.
Okay. Say that again, Mo. You ain't lying.
Girl,
you ain't lying.
We can learn to accept where we picked up our bad habits, we'll drop them bad habits like a bad habit.
Okay. All right. In and out. New folks talking about singer Daniel Cesar says he's only seen monogamous relationships from Caucasians. Says it's so much responsibility to put on a man to be faithful. Mama said, my question is he saying that, but is he already cheating? I don't even know if he has a girlfriend. I think he's just
Girl, ain't nobody with that.
Huh?
I said ain't nobody with that.
Immature people want to say it. They gonna agree
really
with
just
it.
Playing.
No,
I'm just playing.
And this is the one that talk about giving him grace, because I was like, well, maybe you know how some of these folks are. They don't got no motion in school.
But he didn't even ask around. He only basically did it off of his where he was raised, even the way he talks. So if you're only around these certain people, he's not even embraced by his own people. So I know so many married couples that have decades on it. Tell him to hang with me. I can show him a gang of married people that look like him.
He's also Canadian, so of course he's not going to see
he's a Canadian. Oh, get your Degrassi self.
No,
I didn't know he was a Degrassi. Oh, poor baby.
He's definitely
They're back
Canadian.
in this circle. That's why. Oh, poor baby.
I don't think it's difficult for men to be faithful in relationships. Most men don't pull hella chicks. Most guys are average. Women's attraction is usually the top 10% of men. They cheat. LOL. That's what it seems like he didn't have no motion maybe when he was, and now who he is, he got some motion. And
back then they all up on me, now I'm hot. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all up on me. Then that should tell him, oh wow, when I wasn't singing, they weren't liking me. Now that they're singing, so then he should tell on himself, like, look, they really don't like me for me, they like me for what I can bring to it. But it's hard being a celebrity because you don't know who like you for you.
But so hurt. You're saying you disagree with his statement saying he only has seen monogamous relationship work in YT families.
He's saying what he saw growing up, which means he didn't come to the neighborhoods where his own kind looked clearly, because I grew up in our neighborhoods and all of the blocks had mommy and daddy in the house, not just mine. So that's why I said I didn't have, what did he call the white people? Caucasians. I didn't have no Caucasian neighbors. They look like us.
We was one big happy family, okay?
For real. My neighborhood looked like us. If it didn't look like Mexicans, because my mom's Mexican, they look like black people because my dad black. So either way, it looked like my family. I didn't see Caucasians.
You know the crazy thing is, I see on TV, Investigation Discovery, and they do a lot of cheating too, guys.
Everybody cheats. It's just who gets caught gotta tell the story.
Right. I'm saying they just not as messy as we are, and she may have a point. But sometimes their stuff gets messy because, baby, I done seen some Investigation Discovery episodes where the husband is treating with the secretary. He done hired a hitman to get rid of his wife.
so he can be.
Oh, girl, it get deep because usually they don't marry for love anyway. They marry for convenience of what works for their get up. I'm telling you, they don't like us when we get cheated on. We go in because we put so much love. That's what it is. It's like the audacity of how could you kill the family? Why would you do that? So that, from my experience, that's how I felt. Like, why would you mess up the family structure because you wanted to go put your thang in somebody else? So it's like, and then you could bring something back to the house. Like, I just think about all of it. Overall,
Yeah.
it's too much emotions that why would you even want to see me in that pain?
Yeah.
Seriously. Do you think about the other person when you think about putting that dang in somebody thang? Like, seriously. That eggplant gotta be to the one you decided to be with. Because again, who asked who to marry who? Did he ask the wife? Is he married?
No, I don't believe so. He probably it doesn't even sound like he's in a relationship right now. New folks, singer Daniel Cesar says he's only seen monogamous relationships from Caucasians. Says it's so much responsibility to put on a man to be faithful. Womp womp womp. I'm sorry, it sounds like womp womp to me because I mean we share the same responsibility, but who am I? Clean said I grew up seeing hella black faith faithful black relationships, but once again it was average people. Above average men and above average women deal with more temptation. It's a hard truth, which is why I said he got some motion now, so he's selling himself. He probably wasn't getting that same motion when he wasn't who he was. He got motion now, so
And that's the thing. So the temptation is there because I mean, if we was to do a panel of celebrities, let's do it because we would ask them that question when you first got on. Were you getting a lot of temptation? Because how did that make you feel? Because to me, that would be like objectifying them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
Would you just like somebody just because they're famous? No, you got to get to know them too, right?
Yeah, there's only one person and two people in life that I ever liked because they were famous. He's now deceased. May he rest in peace. DMX. I used to love him.
Oh,
yes, and my mama be like, "Why you like him?" I'm not even gonna say it because I respect him too much.
That's if you like him, like him.
Yes. And then of course Aubrey Drake, another Canadian. So those are only two.
You like Drake?
I do. I love it.
Why?
I don't know.
Degrassi? You like Degrassi?
I think
he got shot by Jimmy.
I got boyfriend, so I had to put that.
You can like Drake if you want to. I never cared for Drake.
Why?
Because he's a sapper. He's a singer rapper. I don't like that. They shouldn't be able to get away with that. Because this is the thing. I sing Dee, but I rap Dee. I can't sing rap because then they'll be like, oh, you're trying to get over. To me, rap and rap. But to me, putting it together, that's not rapping to me. That's not hip hop to me. That's singing. I don't care what. I can point out every rapper that's really a sapper, and you'll be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
But your boyfriend, one of them.
Who?
Drake.
Oh, ex. Because I got.
Oh, your ex. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mr. Awesome said, "Watch Fatal Attraction and For My Man on TV One." It's pretty much makes sense. Yeah, all them shows.
Oh yeah, when she put that bunny in the pot. Oh girl, it got ugly because she wanted that man.
I love them shows. Fatal Attraction.
That movie got crazy.
Man. Mama said, "Look at the white guy got caught on camera cheating
on the big screen."
Yeah, oh yes, at the Coldplay concert. So
and Coldplay was all excited, like, "Look at this love bird, this family."
Yeah, I was like, "Yep, sure did."
They didn't know they was cheating in the next room.
Yeah. Clean said, "I thought Daniel Cesar was gay." I didn't hear that. Isn't he? I didn't hear that, but it is the music industry. I don't put nothing past nobody.
Was he at the puffy parties? No, I'm playing.
Right.
Let me stop when they come get him. No, I'm playing.
No daddy. Mama said, "Nope, cheating is a selfish act, so they don't care." And Clean said, damn, Didi, was you sad when Drake got murked by? I was.
I was.
What?
When he got murked by Kendrick Lamar. I was. But Kendrick won it. Damn it, he won it.
And you know the thing about Kendrick, I don't even listen to him no more because they played him so much that I don't listen to Drake or Kendrick now. When you play stuff over and over, it's like you watered down their artistry, and that hurt my feelings because I'm a real artist.
You okay,
So a
Doc?
lot of them people, they messed up. I don't listen to a lot of people now because all this controversy, you messed up the music in it.
Yeah. They played the hell out. They
They
like
not like us.
not like
I said, dang, please stop playing that song.
I don't have to hear that song for the rest of the next lifetime.
I know it was hard on you. You probably was like, here's another.
They not like again. Okay.
I would have lost the album. Like, girl, we lost it. I don't know.
Right.
I would have hit it.
Mama said Drake is a pedophile. That is not happening, but don't do that. Allegedly. Confirmed or not.
Well, honestly, growing up in that industry, a lot of those girls were lying about their age too. I'm not defending men. I'm just saying, have you ever wanted something so bad that you did something to manipulate the outcome?
I mean, well, not myself.
As a kid, you wanted a cookie.
Yeah.
Oh,
As
let
a
me
kid. Yeah.
We know we have it in us. But when you get old enough to think out all that could go wrong in it, that's what maturity looks like. If he has to say on the Breakfast Club that he only seen people that don't look like him be faithful, so it's basically saying like, well, my people don't do it, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah. If he wants it to be faithfulness in it, be the blueprint in it. Be the first one to do it.
Yeah.
Your music tells us to be like that. So you can't say sing this way and then your mind is telling you to do the opposite of what your music is.
That's crazy because his music is the exact opposite of his feelings. So are you
away from my oh my God, I love his voice.
Or did somebody break your little heart? And that's why
it could be. I tell you, people speak from hurt experience. They don't speak from healed experience. They speak from hurt. So you're hearing him be telling the Breakfast Club, he's hurt, he's been hurt. And so my little thing gonna go whip out and because I don't see the point of being faithful. And he's saying he basically is saying being a man is too much pressure. But God gave you that gem of being a man because he knew you could be it.
That's all I've been trying to say, healing hurt. That's all I've been trying to say.
That's all I'm saying. Because I'm like, I know being a woman is not easy because we get a lot of the hurt. But us being nurturers, we naturally are going to get all of the aim. But we have to learn to take ourselves out of it to say, we didn't do anything to them. They're just venting on us. Because so many people vent to us.
Yeah.
And don't realize that we go through stuff too. So when do we get to vent?
Check on your strong friends, okay? Check on your strong friends.
But I tell men, I will have their back because what I was witnessing was women attacking them for their opinion. And that's not fair because we don't get attacked for ours. No. So we shouldn't do it to them. And so that's what I saw. And really what the men were teaching us was how to be modest women. And they didn't want to hear that.
Right.
A lot of them wanted, you can't tell me what to do. And so when you have a rebellious spirit and don't want to listen, who are you going to listen to?
Yeah.
So that's what it looked like. A lot of us don't want to be told what to do because somebody that hurt us look like they're trying to tell us what to do now.
Amen. Excuse me, let me testify. Don't get me
But we got to heal in that, Dee Dee. And I had to heal. It took me to lose everything. Seriously, I was on that other side of Daniel Cesar of the thoughts of wondering, why do I have to be a wife? Why do I have to be a mother? Why do I have to be a woman? And then I thought about it. God created me to be that. And so I began to embrace being a woman, enjoying being a woman, and celebrating being a woman. The end. And not being bitter about it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like those women. I didn't want to be in a pity party, and I sure didn't want to be in a petty party.
Right. Period. Period.
Yeah.
Mama said, DJ Dewitt said Healing Hurt Ministries. Do you find yourself listening to old school music?
I'm an 80s baby, so I listen to who's my go-to? Anita Baker, um,
Okay, Nita.
Shirley Murdoch. Men, I listen to Donny Hathaway. So if I could feel your music, I'm gonna sing your music. My favorite singer though is Brandy. So I
Okay.
listen to Brandy, and she's a couple of years older than me. So, and Whitney Houston. So Whitney is my favorite human being to sing.
Okay.
So whatever era she came out, that's what I listen to.
Winnie, baby. Woo! Mama said Caucasians love that song. She talked about that. They not like us. They not
Oh
like us.
God.
Yes, do they? They the ones that took it over.
But they didn't know how to dance in that. It was
Yeah.
so offbeat.
Oh, Chef said I did as a teenager. Chef, you was over here manipulating the system. Let me.
I mean, at least you can be honest in it.
I
When
know.
we're honest, we heal in that of growing up. No one can control anybody. So if you know, I say this is the kind of person I want, and you go build that kind of person up just to get me, but you know your intentions aren't pure, I'll be able to identify that in the meantime. You see what I'm saying? So I tell people always have pure intentions when you want to be with somebody. Daniel Caesar has to learn discernment
Yeah.
because he's now in a world of snakes and vampires, basically
Yeah.
energy vampires and snakes that want to get you. Because look at the football player who married that girl really fast, and then like she divorced him like with so fast and took half his money. Like you planned to do that. That was wrong in everything. And so she knew what she was coming in there for. And I don't like stuff like that because it's already pressure in that. So
Yeah.
Daniel just has to have his people in his corner. That's it. As long as he gets his people to say, hey, you're going the wrong way. Or, you know what I'm saying? He just needs a tribe that has his best interest, not what they can perk from him because he is famous.
Somebody in the comment section said he just needs to sing and not talk.
I concur.
Mama said
If
we
you
could.
don't have nothing good to say,
Right.
just
Mama said
keep the songs coming.
right. Mama said we could say that, but some men like young girls and go out their way to find them. Chef said I had a late thinking I was older. I was a late thinker. I was older. Uh Mama said he gonna get him a snow bunny. And Tech said wrap her up in bubble tape, please. Uh Mama said, so do you think Kevin Samuels was attacking women?
I love Kevin Samuels, and people would hate that I loved Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels told women the truth, and they didn't want to hear it.
I just don't. I didn't care
It
for
was
him.
his delivery. A lot of
Yeah,
people did not
yeah.
like, but the truth don't always sound lovely. If I smile and say it, will you accept it? Or will I say it straight to the point? So this is the thing. Those women called him for his opinion. And when he gave his opinion, they got hurt because they didn't want to receive it. And so instead of receiving his opinion, they argued his opinion. But you called his show.
That's the thing. I was like, okay, am I a little bit slow? Because why, as a woman, would I put myself through that? Calling somebody's show for them to sit there and belittle
And
me.
rate you.
Yeah, yeah. Now, hey,
So
I
if you
say
want to be rated,
Are y'all talking
you're
about the
going to get a
late
rating.
great?
who?
Are y'all talking about the late great?
I love
Oh
the late
God,
great
she does.
Kevin Samuel.
The late
Death,
great.
Death on Twitch. I'm reading from IG Live, so I do Twitch on IG Live and I do YouTube. So welcome to the chat. Um, but we're not talking about Kevin Samuels. We're talking about Daniel Caesar today. Essay.
Who is who is Daniel Caesars?
He's a
A
singer.
singer. He
So
sung.
he made some comments and he claimed that nearly all of the monogamous relationships
he's personally familiar with are what Caucasians. Went on to question whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally wired for, and believes that it is so much responsibility to put on a man to expect him to be faithful.
So can I say, I want to make sure I heard it correctly. He a
Yes.
black man?
Yes, he is.
So he said the only relationships he knows. So his
It's his
his
personal.
anecdotal experience is the only faithful monogamous relationships is with Caucasians, is what he said.
Yes.
And then he questions if it's natural for all mankind for it
Human.
to come natural for us to be monogamous, or just
The
white or just black people.
nuclear family model is something humans are naturally wired for. So he questioned whether the nuclear family model is something humans are naturally wired for. And
So
then he
what would be
let me
okay?
actually matter of
Okay,
fact,
go ahead,
hold
go
on.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go
Let me
ahead.
play because I like for people to speak their own piece. Let me play you the clip. Here we go.
Monogamy are good at
Nah,
just that sort of nuclear family are white. And so I disagree with that. What do you mean? No, well, all the people I'm talking about personally through my life. You know what I mean? And so this topic excites me a lot. Okay. And I'm just like, it's so much responsibility to put on one man in a house. What, to be faithful? Like, well, I'm speaking about for me. Okay. Yeah, I would say to be faithful. I'm 30. 30, okay. Yeah, you still got a different type of dick than us. Oh my God. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like you're faithful to that man now. Now. Yeah. But there was a time you're supposed to provide. You're supposed to go out and deal with all the shit in the world that you're protecting your family from, your girls. You're supposed to you're supposed to go out, provide, deal with all this shit, protect. Yeah. And someone has to gets to tell you what you can and can't do with your dick as well. You know what I mean? Like, oh, damn. I don't think it's about somebody telling you what you can and can't do when you
All right, so you got the gist of what was said.
Yeah.
Okay, you agree with what he's saying?
I mean, to me, he ain't really saying much. He's just saying that it's hard to be faithful. And the only people he know that's faithful is white folk. I mean, okay, I think it's irresponsible for him to say that because
Yeah.
he's making generalities, but then making it personal to him. Saying, yeah, you know what I mean? He's saying yeah, all the faithful people. So it sends this message that like only white people are faithful. But then he says, oh no, I'm just saying the people I know. We don't really care about the people you just know. You know what I'm saying? Because what difference does that make? What if I say all the faithful people I know are black?
Yeah.
Now
Well,
what?
Healing Hurt said that.
See, I don't know. I agree that it's not natural to desire. It's not natural for you to want to. It's natural for you to want to do what your flesh wants you to do. That is very natural. You know what I'm saying? It's not natural to want to do something that is opposite of your own personal desires. So natural is just fine. People have a misunderstanding of what natural means. Natural doesn't mean right. Right? Natural doesn't mean right. Natural just means, yes, I'm just a Christian, so I do have the desire to sin. Yes, and that comes very natural to me.
Okay.
Very much so. Remember when I told you I only got married because I'm a Christian?
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't a Christian, I would have never got married. 'Cause I'd much rather the of my flesh than Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now that just gives a little context of what it, remember it was like, why would you even get married just because of a religion? You see what I mean? But that's it.
Okay. Clean said K as Kevin Samuels was like, yo, you're 5'1", 270 pounds, you have 4 kids by you. Why do you think you deserve a millionaire with no kids? Laughing my ass off. And people was like, he hates women. DJ Pooh was
No, he didn't hate women. He told y'all was trying to get the high end men with low end miles, and he was saying y'all not worth. He knew the kind of women that those men wanted, and these women popping up on his screen wasn't cutting it. And they thought they was the bee's knees and got clowned because their delulu caught up with them. So they got a man to tell them their truth and they had to soak up in it and say, "Ow, he's attacking us." We
We're gonna get
Mm.
attack
your
us
address
all
and
the
wrap you
time.
in bubble
Nobody
tape when
say
you're done.
nothing when girls attack girls, mean girls.
We're gonna
You
get
hear
your
me?
address and wrap you in bubble tape and bubble wrap when you're done because you telling the truth, and it's the truth that so many people don't want to hear. They
Because the
don't want to hear
truth
that.
does not sound lovely. It sounds real. And when you're not ready to hear the truth, it's because you can't keep it real with yourself.
Say it
So
again.
all those women, instead of saying, damn, Kevin Samuels is actually telling some truth, let me fix me and then let me go to the gym and not be a linebacker size. Because I'm bigger
Yeah.
than my man.
Right. The truth. They don't
They
like the
wouldn't go
truth
to the
because the
gym and
shoe
fix
fit.
themselves. Instead, they projected and said, Kevin Samuels don't like women.
Right.
You know what, healing hurt? Not a damn linebacker.
That's what he said. He
Tell the
said,
truth and
you
shame the damn devil. Tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
DJ
Mm.
Ju said, I know this much. For me, one woman is enough. Two of them cost too much money. I know that's right. Clean said they do it. Facts. Mama said to you, FA, is Christianity going to keep you from cheating?
Heavens, no. What you mean? Christianity is just a religion. Christianity don't make you do nothing. You subscribe to Christianity. Christianity don't subscribe to you. So is it going to keep me from cheating? No. I got free will. I'm a try. You know what I'm saying? But it don't have no power over me. No.
Let me ask you this, FA. So do you agree with this statement? What's his name? Daniel Caesar. He believes that it's very much a big responsibility put on a man to expect to be faithful. Is that such a big responsibility for y'all?
Yeah, I always said
Next
that.
step, and then I'll let.
Always said this: you don't get both. You don't get money and monogamy. So you
Oh,
you got to pick one. So if you want monogamy, you got to make sure you get a nigga that don't got no money, right? And if you want monogamy, I mean, if you want money, then you're gonna get a man that's gonna have more than one. That's just, and it's levels to money, right? Because you could be doing locally well, right? You could be making 200,000 in an area where everybody only make 50, and you are a baller. You see what I'm saying? So, and you can have multiple women that need that 200. You see what I'm saying? So, uh, no, you can't. It's difficult. Yeah, I think it's very difficult. You know what I mean? Because especially when especially where women overly focus on what a man can do for you. So when that's projected as so important, it comes off as long as I got the money, these women will do what I want them to do. So they disregard. They don't actually care about like character and all that other stuff. Because if you ain't got no money, then they don't care. It like starts with the money. You know what I mean? So once you got money, then you can have access to a lot of them.
Hey, you disagree?
I just think that it comes a certain time in some men's life, especially those who are cool with being accountable, that the bullshit got to go out the window, man. Like, what are you really in this for? Why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting her time? Like, if you ain't gonna do right by her, just let her motherfucking ass go. Let her go be with somebody that want to do right by her, that want to give her the things that she desires. And I would hope that a woman would do the same for me. Like, don't sit there and play with me and waste my time. Like, I just ain't got it to be being sneaky. Like, that should take too much work. You gotta hide shit. You gotta remember the lie you told. Man, fuck all that. Like, I ain't doing it. That's just where I'm at. Ain't fucking doing it. If we together, let's go ahead. Let's do this shit. Let's be, we ain't gotta be the most powerful couple in the world, but let's just go ahead, do what we do, what makes us happy. Eh, And that's that. Like, there ain't a lot of time left for a lot of us to live. Like, I see a lot of people motherfucking passing away. Like, I lost three family members in 3 weeks this year.
Oh man.
And we
Oh,
only on the fourth week of
Jesus.
2026.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Condolences.
And
Gosh.
and the reality is that, man, life is so short and you don't realize it until somebody gone. So I don't want to be at the point where I'm on my deathbed or about to die and I realize I ain't do shit productive, especially when it came to whoever I was with. You don't want to live like that. That shit will weigh on me. And that's just how I think about it.
I would agree with you, but I think you coming from the victim perspective, right? So you're making the women the victim, right? And I'm saying all women are not victims. So all men are not lying to women. All men are, I'm sorry, that are like not in the monog. Some women are like Floyd Mayweather is very upfront with how he's living and what they're entering into. Yes, I would agree with you if this man is lying and selling dreams of monogamy to a woman that he doesn't desire to be monogamous with. That would be true, but I don't. I'm not looking at it from the man is is the predator and the woman is the victim. I'm looking at it from the man is out front and he's telling women, no, I'm dating multiple women. So he's not wasting no one's time. She's wasting her own time. You know what I'm saying? If she desires something different and she chooses to stick around. So that's the difference. I wasn't looking at it from a man like playing games. I'm looking at it from
Understood.
being honest. Because
Understood.
most rich, I would argue that most rich guys tend to be more honest than, you know what I mean, about how they living. Because,
They can
I'm
afford
not
to.
saying all that, yeah, they can afford to. Because women will adjust their morals based on money.
Yeah.
We know
Uh,
that. Well,
Mama
people will,
said
not just women.
to you, FA, you said you only got married because you're Christian. So I'm confused.
Yeah. Yeah, the vibe. So I was just making the example that Christianity Christianity makes you become born again into another person, not to the natural person you were born to do. So the natural things and the natural desires that would are what are what I would much rather live in. You know what I mean? It's more appealing to the flesh. And all
Hmm.
I was saying is when you decide to become a Christian and do that whole thing, you end up becoming born again. And now you take on what they call a different natural nature. So now your new nature that you're trying to, you know what I mean, live in is
FA, you went out.
it's opposing the new nature is opposing the original one that you had. There's some differences that they saying you got to make, and I'm just saying. I was just telling you, I love living in the flesh. It was so fun. I was a handsome, tall, getting money. Women came easy to me. I was doing my thing. I was having fun. Nah, very. So I'm just telling y'all, no, oh no, no, no. I'm being honest. Oh hell no, I would much rather live in the flesh. I was having a good old jolly time. You see what I'm saying? Once they start putting restrictions on me, no, it's not natural for me to want to be monogamous. Not at all. I ain't been monogamous my whole life. I ain't never
He,
just had one woman. I've never had. It's never been a time in my life I had one woman
he
in
chose
my life.
righteousness, though, and I commend you for
Right.
that, sir.
Yeah. So
God
it's
bless
just
you.
and I'm saying
You killed your
I'm
flesh
trying.
and your lust for righteousness. Congratulations. That's a beautiful step.
Thank you. I'm working on it
Did
too.
you
So
kill
no,
it or
I'm
do
not.
you
I'm not.
manage
I'm
it?
not a finish. I'm not finished. I'm not a finished product yet. You know, I'm at the very
Hey, we
beginning
all
of
are
this
a work
journey.
in progress, but the fact
Yeah.
that you stepped and took that, you didn't make an excuse. You made the commitment, and that's what discipline is. It's
Yeah.
killing the flesh and the lust. We all know there's some nice looking women, nice looking men out there, but your job is not to lust over all of them because you can't have all of them. I
Yeah.
mean, I wouldn't want all of them
Right.
because once you cross over into a spiritual, everybody can't even touch you now because you're brand new. And like when we didn't
Hmm.
love ourselves like we were supposed to, we let anybody touch us. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, our society and our generation grew up in perversion.
Yep.
It was natural to have these thoughts. And so now that we're waking up and understanding who Christ is, he
Hmm.
didn't live like that. And in fact, he was showing us the right way. So the way you're living, sir, actually is the right way. And you could be the blueprint to show the young men that
Right.
it's not about, I mean, we know sex feel good. So we not saying like,
Right.
oh, but it's, you know what comes behind that when you just laying with anything
Sure.
versus being with that one that you've become one with. And now you can be so much stronger in that. And being a power couple, y'all can attain that because you'll be the first to do it. So I heard you say it, sir, that You can be whatever
No, he
you
said he
say
wasn't
you
looking
gonna
to be.
be that, because that's actually what's missing, and why Daniel Caesar said he only see
Wife
Caucasian
up.
couples,
Oh,
because
that's
we need
true.
to stand up. So now we're standing up and showing
Yeah,
them,
that's true.
just proving the point that, sir, it's some of us, we do exist. So
Yes.
it's to let them know it's another side to that flip coin, that he opened the eyes so that we can stand up and say, hey, we do exist.
Because look at you, Bumbo. You and your husband been married a minute. Ted, you and your wife been married a minute. So y'all are the
15
blueprint.
years.
Yeah, y'all is the blueprint.
Well,
And guess what? I like it.
Oh,
I
it is
like
a challenge.
it's
I
a
just
challenge, man.
Tell them all.
Ah,
Tell them all.
goodness, Lord.
Tell them all.
but the challenge is taking you out of the equation. If we selfish in our relationship, we fail God. But if
Mhm.
we're selfless in it, we've done what he wants us to do. Me being a woman, I came to be a helpmate. And so I'm the mate that's helping, making sure that my husband does not have to feel whatever he felt before he got with me.
Okay.
And that's the
Mhm.
truth in it.
Uh,
Because I know I wasn't the cause, but I'm reassuring him that he won't have to go through that ever again.
amen.
Because I've heard everything my husband
No.
told me, and I did not use none of that against him.
Whoo,
And you
you
don't
a
bring
real
up,
one.
y'all argue.
You're a
We
real
don't
one.
argue.
Oh, girl, you
That's a
see
real
there?
one.
Hold on. Clean said, FA spitting facts as usual. It's not our fault that women are so attracted to money. It's like shooting crabs in a barrel. And then
Hmm.
I ain't gonna even do it today because I'm working on not being like what's his
It's
name?
just us
Rashad
breaking
Penny.
the habits. Because who put the money in our face to like it?
Thank you, Healing Hurt.
I
Thank you.
don't like money because it's a tool. I use money because it's a tool. But I was never a one like you got to have money, because I always had my own. So I never
See,
understood.
but you different from them though. See, the women we describing are not looking at women as just a tool, right? So they looking at woman. They're looking at money as a status that is worthy of compromising their morals. See, if you don't have morals, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't have strong morals, then the money is more appealing because they can provide status and a lifestyle that you want to live, and you don't care who provides it. That's why you got women, which I thought was just so. I thought this was so insane that they will go out with men that they're not attracted to just to get a meal. I
What
was
you
like,
mean?
how desperate is that? Like, how desperate is you willing to go out just to go to a fancy restaurant with a guy you don't like just to eat? Now, to me, that was so poor or broke or damn, where's your moral? Or go on trips with men they don't like. Who want to go? It's hard enough to
Manipulation.
go on a trip with your girlfriend, let alone and not argue at some point. You want to go on a trip with a guy you don't even like just so you can take a picture? That's why I'd be like, the morals is not there. You know what I mean? Because they don't have any, they don't see value in, and it's not to beat up women, but this is I'm just telling you, it's
It's
shifted.
observation, sir.
It's
That's all it
shifted.
is.
Yeah. And it's shifted in my benefit. Don't get me wrong. I used to love it because I knew I could dangle shiny things in front of women and I can have my way. So I'm the person, although I like to be an advocate for the average guy, I am the recipient of their lack of morals. Like, I used to be able to get what I wanted because I knew
Hmm.
that if I did this or I did that, that they was going to allow me to get what I wanted.
So, FA, Mama said her question: can you be faithful?
I don't know. Shit, God willing, Jesus willing, he working in me. I don't know. I'm not confident. Can I be? Yes, I can be. I'm capable. Yeah, I'm
It just
capable.
sounds like you scared to be, because did somebody hurt you in being, have you ever been faithful?
No, no, this is my first relationship.
What makes you want to be in it, other than the Christianity? It makes you feel complete being in that union?
Complete. I never felt incomplete.
Mm.
Mm.
So it wasn't, the marriage didn't make me feel complete now. I didn't feel incomplete before.
Do you guys have children?
Yes, we have a little one,
Okay. You're
newborn.
doing right. And the fact that you're doing it, just show up every day in it. That's all. It's
I think
you.
I'm being a realist in the sense that I think that adultery is wrong and I think it's a sin. But when people make blatant like questions like, so are you not going to do it again? It's like, I'm a realist. So I'm just saying, I'm trying and I would like to say yes, but I'm saying that I don't know. That's like telling a crackhead, are you going to smoke crack again? Like they've been doing this for so
It's
long.
temptation. That's
How am
all
I
it is.
going
You
to
just
just,
gotta.
I could tell you no, but I like to be honest. See, this is the problem, but they view, see, they think when you become a Christian, you become like this robot. That's not how it
Yeah.
works. Okay.
They
No,
think we
I'm
nuns,
still me
and
and I'm
we're
working
not.
on me. I was a crackhead. I was addicted to something. And I wouldn't say addicted like I had a sex problem. I'm just saying I was living a lifestyle that was just normal and regular. And to now say don't do that anymore. That's gonna be. I could say, nah, I ain't gonna never do it again. But I would rather. I like to speak to the niggas from my community that understand the language that I speak, and I say, nah, nigga, it ain't gonna. I don't. You might slip up. You know what I mean? But get back up and try again. See what I'm saying? That's what. And then eventually, I would like to think. Eventually, I feel confident that I'll get to a point where I could say, no, I ain't never cheat. Nah, I ain't gonna never cheat. I'm just not there yet. That's all I'm saying. And that level of
Nothing wrong with that.
confidence.
And that's the truth in it, because when you hold yourself accountable, you know you in it. But a lot of people will lie in it, manipulate the situation, and make everything look like they're the something in it.
Right.
But you being honest in it is the blessing in it, because
Mm,
it's your truth. Only you can speak
mm,
it. And so that's what I feel Daniel Caesar was saying in his truth. He's just, his thoughts were, as a man, it's a lot of pressure for us to have to do all of it. And now I gotta
mm,
get permission from this woman to use my dick on someone else. I don't think anybody should tell anybody what to do with their own body. He should be with women that are mature enough to not even question him, but to trust that he's there for her and
Yeah.
nothing else. Because I think if you pry into my thoughts and get my opinion on it, you're going to get the truth in it, and you may not want to
right,
hear that. So if
right,
you
right,
do that, then that's on you. But if you're not just embracing and enjoying, oh, I'm with this person, you're missing a point. So it's almost
right,
equivalent to when he said, being able to dangle the goldy shiny things in a woman's face and her taking a bait. It's no different from him dangling his manhood to a woman and
right.
they taking the
Yeah,
bait, because lust is lust, and you're going for
right,
objectifying instead of pure hearted love. So lust
right.
shouldn't be if y'all don't want it to be, but focus on the love, because that's where bottom lines is.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Yep.
love. hmm Mama said
Seriously.
it's temptation. She said, sounds like you haven't been faithful in your marriage. Hmm. And she said,
I've
why
been
it?
faithful so far. I've been faithful. I've only been married since October, so I'm doing good. About what, 3 months in?
Oh,
Say
so
why?
you're a newlywed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm praying, Father God, that he takes his union with you serious, Lord, because the Bible say what God put together, let no man tear apart. So I'm praying, sir,
Mm,
that you are not the man to tear apart the union, that you went before God to go in front of. Those are vows. So I
it sure
commend
is.
you taking those vows, and I pray for longevity in your union, sir.
Amen.
Yep. Why get
Uh,
married now? Because God told me to. But go ahead.
Well,
Mama said,
that's a good news.
No,
The
Mama
I'm
said,
saying
Creator
God told
told you to,
everybody to.
so you can be.
No, not just me. He told everybody.
he
It
did.
ain't
Yes,
just
he
me.
did.
He
But you
told
took
everybody to
it
get
serious.
married.
You took the
Yeah,
vows.
Y'all
yeah.
drop the final thoughts. Mama said, if you're not in a place where you're not sure, I don't think marriage is the answer. Well,
I
I
don't know
guess,
why. I'm
you know,
very sure. Sure about what? Being, I think she conflated two different things, but that's fine.
I think
You
she's
com-
saying because you still have the itch to cheat, which you're gonna have. You're a newlywed,
you're
and
not
this
going to
like
have a man of my status and my worldly status
It's
that
not
won't
gonna snap
have the
like that and
itch to
say,
cheat. That's what I'm saying. There is no NBA. I'm not an NBA player, but there is no NBA player or that riches and living this lifestyle that say, you know what, I'm not doing this no more. I'm ready to get married. This is a fantasy. This is the problem when you tell the truth, because then now this fantasy you selling like, oh yeah, no men that finally decide. It's not an on and off switch, baby. It's just not
Mm-mm.
unless. I'm not gonna say this. For some very rare cases, it might be like a dude might just get tired and say, I'm done with this or whatever. You know what I mean? But that just doesn't happen often.
Yeah. For whatever reason why you do what you do, you know you did it for a reason,
Right.
and you don't have to question.
DJ Do It said final thoughts. One woman is enough. Mama said DJ Do It. Amen. Go ahead, Healing Hurt. You were saying.
Oh, my baby was coming. She was
I
trying to
know.
get the heater,
I
but
laughed. And then
the
we're gonna
thought,
get
I'm
I
just
say final
saying
thoughts.
that honestly, it's just us growing up. We all have to grow up, and it's what we want. We have to really say to ourselves, be sure in something you want, because a lot of us say it for that moment and then the next day be confused in it. We have to be 100% sure that this is what we want. Because 15 years, I'm going to be honest, have I tried to run out of my marriage? Hell yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
I'm human.
Right.
But the God I serve said
No.
exactly what this gentleman is saying. It's you who gave me this union, not me, not my husband, not nobody else. So we are faithful in it and righteous in it, and we read the word daily. We pray daily because we want it. If you
Hmm.
don't want it, you're not going to do the work in it. But if you want it, you going to commit to it because that's what you chose. So that's all I say in it. You got to every day show up in it, and it gets better in time. But
I love it.
expectations, if you got expectations, you gonna fail it miserably. Those are two people that decided to be one and say, yes, we can do this. So it's something you have to really take serious. It's
Oh,
My
not a
final thought.
go ahead.
My final thoughts is, I agree. I think we need more women like this young lady that can give
Everyone loves
just.
her.
No, only because it's not. It's really because men. I've learned that. I believe this. I believe only women can change women because women don't respect or believe men. So anything we say, they usually think we're speaking from like some hidden agenda, or maybe we're trying to control them, or maybe we don't understand. We don't know no better, or whatever. So I think women like her, who may say similar, that may be speaking in a similar way as us, they may receive it from her maybe better. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe we got a
No,
better chance, but I'm
no.
just saying they definitely ain't listening to us. But I do believe I see it already. I see, because I do believe that we can make marriage quote. I agree with him. One woman is it. I ain't gonna say it's enough. This is what I'll say. One woman is the way we were supposed to be with. I'll say that. And I will say that even in me and in my friends, I have noticed that, because I'm the first of my 6 friends that are married, and I can already see them trending towards like now wanting to get in relationships, and like even you know what I mean. And I can see it, so I see the level of influence that maybe my actions have shown, because I talk like a nigga. I talk like me. I don't come in and be like, yeah, girl, I'm married now and I want to be 100% faithful. I don't play all them games. I say, nah, I chose this because this is what I believe in, and I'm trying. And I hope that and if I fuck up, I'll ask for forgiveness and live with the consequences. But I'm trying. You know what I mean? So it's an easier selling point to them when they be like, oh, okay, I don't have to become a nun to be able to then to become a Christian. No, I mean, he take the sick. You know what I mean? He take the damaged. He take the messed up. You know what I mean? That's the point of it.
That's what I be trying to get these Christian folks to realize. Jesus didn't just hang with the Christian folks. He was hanging with the prostitutes, the
The
thieves.
Bible tells us he'd rather have mercy than sacrifice. He said the hospital is for sinners, not for the saints.
All right.
Mm.
Hmm.
But he trying to get
Healing.
what he trying to really get y'all is they ain't nobody saints. That's the point. They ain't no
We
saint
are
walking
supposed to
around
be
here.
making it that way, but in the meantime, we're not supposed to judge each other in the sin we committed, because we all are
Fall
short
short.
of the glory when we sin. No one's perfect in it. And he told us, if you ain't committed sin, cast that first stone. He was the only one in that equation to do it, and he chose not to. But he's showing us we be so hard on one another and don't even realize it.
For facts.
If we just give each other grace, because we're learning. This is a learning experience. I got 15 years on this man's 3 months, and my prayer is for your union to stay strong and keep as many people out of it as possible, because
Mhm.
they are not a part of your union with God.
Mm. Okay. DJ Dewitt said, I got a wife and a daughter. Got me walking around, needed some more damn pajamas. You know what, DJ Dewitt? DJ Dewitt said, Mama said to you, LOL. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. LOL. Clean said, my final thought is healing hurt was sent here from the North Star and will not be taken for granted. Oh, and rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. He was assassinated by the Poom Poom. Mama said, as a boy, you had childish things. As a man, you put away the things as a child. Hey, ATL Nails. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. All right. Healing Heart, did you do your final thought?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think my final thought is I just think we have to be also very, very careful of the things and the messages that we spread. Especially now in this day and age, because the messages that we send and spread could affect our babies in a positive and negative way. And I just think, when you spread misinformation like that, now you have these babies looking like, see, marriage doesn't work. I don't need to get married. I need to have as many boyfriends or girlfriends as I possibly can. So I just think, I know, he's a celebrity, and with that, it's great responsibility. I just think you just have to be more careful with the things you say. And I would say that's my final thought. And Healing Her is an angel. And this is the platform that I've been waiting for, because I've always said, like Healing Her, and I'll say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it, that I wanted a platform just like she, where men can express themselves and be them. So, and FA, I know you can't get here, but I am me and Healing Her. I haven't discussed it. We've discussed it, but haven't discussed it. I'm going to try to get a panel together for this spring. So for us,
Let's do
We
it.
ready.
yeah,
I'm ready.
for the spring, I would love Healing Her. I would love FA if you can come. I might throw Tech on there because I like Tech's perspective. And we need a single gentleman on here because I got 2 married men. Maybe a single guy. Maybe clean. Put you on here. Because well, you in a relationship. I need somebody that's single, and out here any so they can give their perspective. So probably one more person to this panel. And yeah, we're gonna make it happen, put a date together, and then we'll make this thing happen.
For
Tech,
sure.
I
Yes.
want you on the panel. So yeah, I want you on the panel. Those are my final thoughts. We working, y'all. I promise you, I'm working. I'm tired. Okay, I get up at
You look fabulous in whatever you be doing,
baby.
girl. I said, you know what? She's so fly. I
When
love
I
it.
hear you, assistant, tired. I am tired, but I'm not complaining because it ain't nothing but that man upstairs with all these blessings. So I won't complain. And I am praying that that union works in Jesus' name. So, and it will.
Amen.
Amen. When 2 or 3 come together with in the midst, he'll be, is what that say. So I'm claiming
Mhm.
that. We claiming your marriage, your union. That's a beautiful union. We already claimed it. So it seems like it's a bright one. And your beautiful union got a baby. What, you got, a baby boy or baby girl?
Woo, had another girl working on the boy now.
Girls are
Jeez.
so beautiful to have because boys are so busybody. My son was the only one I had that I was like, I can't do this, Lord, help me. See? So as young as boys be, y'all be so active. But as adults, y'all are so active.
I, I got faith in you, Epic. Just one day at a time. One day at a time. That's all
For
anybody can ask.
sure.
So, all right, we'll do this again tomorrow on your Tuesday. Wherever you at, stay warm and safe. FA, how much snow did y'all get?
I think we got like at least 13 inches,
Holy, you had to work today?
14. Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't nothing stop.
Yeah. But the roads
Ah,
cleared up. Yeah, no bullshit.
that's stopping. Mama, I don't. She sent me a picture. I said, "Baby, I'm glad I don't
It
live
was
there no
bad here.
Yeah, but these people, the way some of y'all acted in Georgia about this ice and whatnot in them damn grocery stores, that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh boy, they cleared them out.
Yeah, shame.
Did you see the man putting his food back in the bags and said, "I'm returning them to the
That's
store"?
what I want a refund on these groceries. They lied. So, but I love y'all for y'all. We'll do it again tomorrow. Happy
Love
Tuesday,
you too.
y'all.
Nice.